All right. Hello there, folks. I'm gonna be doing a little painting today. I'm doing it at the kitchen sink because this counter is one of the few places left in my home that is not like accessible by cat. I'm gonna be doing a self-portrait of myself because I'm about to turn 32, and I had this idea that I would do a self-portrait of myself every year, and I would slowly get better at painting. I would like practice painting in the interim, and then over the years you'd be able to see my progress. Now I did paint one last year. I didn't make a video about it. I filmed a video about it, but the painting was so bad. It's just a mess. It's really just a mess. I've got it here. So we're aiming for better than this today. That's the target. That's the only target goal. You'll see. I saw it looked like a horrible the sickest man in the world. I think I got like my skin tone way too dark. I looked it was not great. It was not how I look in person, and so I ended up not making that video because I was so embarrassed by it. And this year we're gonna see if I can do a little bit better. I've got a photo of myself pulled up on the laptop. I don't think that's in your frame. And we're gonna see what we can do. My preparation for this, I said I would be trying to get better at this task in the interim, in the intervening years. That has so far not been what I've been doing. I don't think I have touched these paints since I did that painting. We're gonna kind of feel it out a little bit. I'm gonna put out a few dollops of paint here. I want to be super, super clear about this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, dude. I am hoping and praying, basically. That's the zone I'm in, is hope and prayer. That this ends up, wow, that gray is pretty dark. Okay. We've got blue, we've got red, we've got brown, we've got gray. We probably want yellow, huh? And we're keeping this portrait fairly small because I think that will lend itself to doing better than last year, and I think also I don't have a ton of time. So I've just done a quick sketch here. I don't even know if that's totally visible. Of the image of myself, which I'll probably pop up on screen. I'm sure I can do that. Just to sort of give myself a sense of where everything is. A bit of yellow, maybe? Brighten it up. It's very brown. It's incredibly, incredibly brown. And I am not incredibly, incredibly brown. That is way too dark. Maybe lighten it up with some yellow. It does lighten it a little bit, but it doesn't really make it less brown. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just shouldn't have brown in the mixture here. Maybe I'll save this bit of paint for my hair. Maybe we're learning as we go. That is the case, is the situation. Let's try mixing some different colors together. We'll do just the lightest gray we can manage. Can you tell I don't know what I'm doing here? Do I need like white? Do I need to get some white involved in this? Maybe? I'm losing my mind a little bit here, guys. I have not touched brush to canvas yet. This is a bad sign, I think. Whoop! You'll be hearing my cats in the background of this. This is kind of a grayish, a sort of sickly gray, kind of sickly gray skin tone, but kind of a skin tone nonetheless, you know? kind of a skin tone nonetheless. I'm very pale, so you know, this could be okay. So I'm just gonna try and block in some sort of very, you know, it's gonna have just a touch of water. Make this a little. This is not the best painting supplies. All my painting supplies basically are gifts from people who heard that I like painting, or would like to learn to paint, rather, and are like, I can help him with that. Well, it's something, you know, is what I will say. It is definitely something. And then I'm gonna really lighten this up and try and sort of go for the other kind of zones here. The sort of middle of my face, if you will. Sort of looking like I'm a monster of some description again, which is fine. That's fine, because that's, you know, the reality a little bit. Even lighter up here, like really light, like pale rider of night. I can already tell you though it's probably going to be better than last year's, just because I'm not going to overwork it. If at any point in this process this looks even like vaguely good, that's going to be it. We're calling it then. Oop. Every time I run over here, it's because my picture is going poorly. It's because my image has gone off the screen. And then I think what I'm gonna sort of do here, I'm gonna rinse out my brush quickly. I bought this apron for cooking primarily, but it has sort of turned into my everything apron over the years. I'm gonna try and do a kind of eyebrow zone. I don't have like exceptionally thick eyebrows, but they are kind of wild. These are gonna be thicker than my real life eyebrows, it looks like. Which is fine, that's fine. Everything's fine. It's all done well. So to show you where we sort of are, quickly, this is our sort of zone now. Oh, it looks really bad on camera. I was like, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good, but it's not going that good. What's up, Beanie Boy? That's my cat Bean. He's mad that I'm not paying enough attention to him, even though we spent all morning hanging out. Okay, so now I think what I do is I put a little yellow into this brown up here, and I kind of try and provide a little bit of white too. A little bit of my blonde hair. What's up, Bean? What's up, my beanie boy? I'll come hang out with you as soon as I get done adding some blonde to my... I was very blonde as a kid. Very, very blonde. Hang on, Bean. Oh, he's no longer interested. He was like, you have to pay attention to me. Right now, or I'll die. And then the moment I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come pet you, he's like, actually, I'm no longer interested in you, even a little bit. Okay. So we're gonna do just a tad of like this gray, maybe like a little bit of blue. Just like a little bit of blue.
For the nostrils, which is gonna be very easy to fuck up, I feel. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to like kind of carve out my nose a little bit, because at the moment it just kind of looks like I don't have one. Or, you know, like I just have nostrils. So yeah, turning 32 in a couple of weeks. This is what we're looking at so far. It's definitely going to be better than the previous one, I think. Not like wildly, but like better. And I was like, I gotta do this. I'm in between appointments, which is part of why I don't have a ton of time to actually get this done today, you know? So we're kind of just getting it done whenever we can. I just realized I need to probably do the white of my eyes before I do the pupils. I'm really worried about the lips is like one of the things. I'm like kind of putting them off because I just know that it's gonna like I'm concerned about the lips. I think it's gonna like, this is always in drawings and stuff where I have some struggle. I just realized I do have a sort of like the froth here that I didn't put in at all. So we're gonna try and do that now. And sort of just hope that this is the right kind of coloring there. That's sort of accurate, yeah. And the pink of the lips. The pink of the lips. I just end up like going like, I need to go lighter next year. When I paint again for the next time, I need to go lighter. A year from now, when I paint again, it needs to be significantly lighter. That's like too light, right? Yeah. I'm just throw in just the smallest little touch of blue. Maybe if I just throw just the smallest little touch of red. That's like way too light, right? No, that's close actually, I think. Yeah, so hopefully I'll watch this video again before I do this next year and I can like take that information and utilize it. That's like way too light. But I don't want to look like I'm wearing like lipstick particularly, you know? No, you know what? We have to just like accept that that's what that's gonna be. If I fuck with it again, it's gonna make it worse. I know this to be true. Yeah, I've gotten all the stains out of this I've ever put into this apron, but I certainly something about it, I can't like get all the wood chips from like when I do carvings and shit out. It just won't happen. I'm also gonna blame like any mistake I make today is like because I just went to the eye doctor and they dilated my pupils. So this actually looks really good in my vision. Oh no, the white's still wet. Okay, I'll have to wait for that, which is good. In the meantime, I can do like my shirt and shit. And doing the shirt's really gonna pull it all together. You know, you're instantly gonna be like, oh my god, this guy knows how to paint. You know? I know what you're thinking. Why am I not pointing it at the thing? I don't have a ton of space in the kitchen at present. I'm gonna bring it over here and try and angle it just slightly. I don't have a ton of space in the kitchen at present. And frankly, this is like a project I want to like maintain, but I remembered that I needed to do it like yesterday. And so,
here we are. You can see my style improving, really. Obviously, huh? And then I'm gonna do like just straight up black to try and kind of define the collar here. This is a mistake. It's a huge mistake. No, it's fine. It's not a huge mistake, just a minor one. And then, still think I'm probably waiting on the eyes to. I think I had too much water on my brush when I did the sort of like whites. So I have a bunch of red here. So I'm just gonna kind of fill in background a little bit. Also gives me an option to kind of shape the hair, right? It really sounds like I know what I'm doing sometimes. If you kind of like don't listen to me, don't open your eyes. If you kind of like close your eyes and plug your ears, you could be like mistaken for, you could easily mistake me for a really talented painter. Part of it is I'm hoping that this bright red kind of distracts from from the painting. What I will say is it's better than last year. It's definitely, I'll do a side by side, but it's definitely better than last year's. I'm just gonna turn it on its side so I can more easily. This is just easier for me. And hey, listen, if you are like a good painter, and by good I mean better than me, if you have like knowledge, if you've like taken classes and shit, feel free to hit me up with some explanations of what I've done wrong. Now I recognize I didn't really have the camera pointed at the painting for like 99% of this video. I don't know what you want me to do about that. It's too late now. Well, Joey, you could use like a second brush. That might help. Shut up. Honestly. Okay, and then how are we doing the glasses here? They're kind of like silvery white, huh? Kind of like a silvery white, if you will. Joey, just get out another color. Shut up. Get a different brush. It's gonna be really hard to do this with such a thick brush. And I'll be like, shut your goddamn mouth. Paint. So focused. Beautiful. It's better than last year. Oh, that's way too red. Good catch. I'm kind of just mixing things wherever I'm like, maybe this will work. Maybe this will do the thing. That's way too red. That's way too dark. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. This, I think, will be fine. It's not gonna be fine. Okay. Listen, we have to call it here. We just simply, it's not gonna get better, it's gonna get worse from here on out. So we're calling that. And hey, to prepare for this, all I did was watch a video that was like paint a self-portrait in 30 minutes. And this video is going to be about 30 minutes. Now, at the start of that video, that man did pray to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which I did not do, I'll admit, but, I mean, let's look at the difference. Last year, 31 years old, I was a fool, an idiot, a buffoon. This year, 32 years old, that kind of looks like me. That looks like me a little bit, huh? Not perfect, but hey, could be worse. Could be a lot worse.